From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 12th, 2017. Israel's Iron Dome intercepted another rocket fired from the Gaza Strip at Israel late last night. As we have been reporting to you, a number of rockets have been launched from Gaza at Israel over the last 5 days. Last night's was over the Ashkelon Regional Council in southern Israel, and Israel's missile defense battery successfully intercepted and destroyed the projectile with no damage or injury on the ground. Israeli tanks and jets struck a number of Hamas terror positions in Gaza late last night in response. The IDF is looking into an incident that took place in the West Bank today. A Palestinian man who was seen tampering with the security fence near the Jewish city of Ariel was shot and seriously wounded after it appeared that he had drawn a knife and tried to stab IDF soldiers. The IDF now said it was investigating as no weapon was found at the scene and the shooting might have been in error. And a 17-year-old Palestinian was arrested today outside the Tomb of the Patriarchs in Hebron. Border police arrested the teen at a security checkpoint after they found he was trying to enter the site with a hidden box cutter. Veteran leader of the Lithuanian ultra-Orthodox community in Israel has died. Rabbi Steinman was the spiritual leader of the Degel HaTorah faction of the United Torah Judaism Party in Israel's government and was seen as a great sage of his generation. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the rabbi a central beacon of spirituality, heritage, and ethics. Hundreds of thousands of mourners attended his funeral today in central Israel. Steinman was 104 years old. Well, police in Sweden are investigating another seemingly anti-Semitic incident, this time in the town of Malmo, where 2 Molotov cocktails were thrown at a chapel building in a Jewish cemetery. There were no injuries and only minor damage. As we reported to you yesterday, the Malmo incident follows an incident Saturday night where burning objects were thrown at a synagogue in the nearby city of Gothenburg. No damage or injury was caused there. And a synagogue here in the U.S. was the target of hateful graffiti. Vandalism was discovered yesterday at Temple Aliyah in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Woodland Hills, California, with a backwards drawn swastika spray painted on the window of a guard station at the synagogue's entrance, as well as gang and other symbols in what the LAPD told the LA Jewish Journal was considered to be a hate crime. Meanwhile, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a bipartisan bill yesterday that increases federal penalties for threats against religious institutions. The Protecting Religiously Affiliated Institutions Act was sponsored by Republican Representative David Kustoff of Tennessee and Democratic Representative Derek Kilmer of Washington, in the wake of the wave of bomb threats against Jewish community centers at the beginning of this year. The bill passed in a vote of 402 to 2. The Muslim Jewish Advisory Council, convened by the American Jewish Committee and the Islamic Society of North America, praised the passage, saying today that such hate crimes pose a danger to the religious freedom and security of all Americans. U.S. Ambassador to Israel David Friedman got a private tour yesterday at the Israeli Air Force base of Nevatim to see the newly operational F-35 fighters received from the U.S. just under a year ago. The jets are known in Israel as the Adir, or Mighty One, and Israel is the only country outside of the U.S. to have them. As we reported to you, after almost a year of training and preparation, the stealth fighters are now fully operational in Israel. Friedman toured the squadron with IDF commander of the base, Brigadier General Eyal Greenbaum, and the IDF said the visit reaffirmed the strong bond between Israel and the U.S. Well, tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, and festive menorah or Hanukkah lightings are taking place across the globe, including what is said to be the world's largest, the 32-foot-high, gold-colored, 4,000-pound steel menorah being lit tonight at Grand Army Plaza in Manhattan. That marks its 40th year. Also, lightings at the Eiffel Tower in Paris, the Kremlin in Moscow, at Trafalgar Square in London, and of course the annual menorah lighting on the Ellipse just in front of the White House. And we have some special Hanukkah programming for you throughout the 8-day Festival of Lights, including every evening at 5:30, a celebrity menorah lighting. And in our programming tonight at 10, also celebrate Hanukkah with artistic director of the National Yiddish Theater Folksbina, Zalman Malotek, who leads a klezmer concert of Yiddish and English Hanukkah songs from Temple Bethel in Stamford, Connecticut. In other programming tonight at 7 o'clock, author and New York Times columnist Ron Lieber talks about parenting strategies from the JCC of Greenwich at Carmel. At 8, it's a discussion of the kvetch, complaining, on Jewish humor and its implications for Jewish secular culture at the New School in New York. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with veteran comedian Jackie Mason on L'chaim, and coming up right after this newscast tonight at 6:30, the Israeli debate program Frenemies. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 12th, 2017. I'm Teisha Bader. Happy Hanukkah.